Hello there you, my name is Miro and welcome to my channel. I do look a little bit insane today, that's because I have been sick for the past several days, which maybe you can tell, and that justifies the look today. It does not justify what you are about to see in this video. I do have a justification for that, and that justification is holidays, treat yourself in general and always, and never stop treating yourself. That's my justification for what you are about to see, but I'm gonna show you some plants that I got. There is going to be not a single Hoya in this video. I didn't get a single Hoya, and I want to show you one plant that I particularly love. This plant is really something that I adore in my collection, and it's a cymbidium orchid. The only issue with this orchid is it absolutely has to be kept outside throughout the spring, summer, and fall if you want to see it in bloom. And I honestly don't know how she is alive. Last year and probably the year before that, I 100% promised you on the channel that I will be repotting this plant in spring, which to no one's surprise I didn't do, so I will stick to the tradition and tell you once again, I will be repotting this in spring, and hopefully this spring we do it because it's crazy. She needs to be repotted more than I need air at this point. Maybe that's true, I don't know. Anyway, gorgeous, never fails me every single year. She's in bloom, and I showed it to you several times, so you can see her again. Oh, my beauty. She also gets pests outside. That's why she's not indoors. I mean, she's huge, she's big. She's big. Not the biggest cymbidium, and she would have grown more. I got this before 2019, or in 2019, it was before COVID. You can see she cracked the pot. She cracked the pot, she's trying to escape. There's absolutely no space for this orchid in this pot anymore. I really need to give her more space. It hinders her growth 100%. But look at her, she is blooming. Every single year without fail, she flowers. What an absolute treat this cymbidium orchid is. Look at that. I love her. I know you can't tell because I don't take care of it, but listen, these orchids are really low maintenance orchids. You do need to grow them outside for most of the year because these come from the, I think, foothills of the Himalayas. You know the ones. So they like to get a little bit cooler temps. Usually middle of, maybe beginning of November, not middle of November, is when I bring this in. You know, when the temperatures get too close to zero, I bring this inside. And it is the lower temperatures when they start to spike. They're not going to bloom throughout the summer at all. But as the fall rolls in, as you get those cooler temperatures, then that's what gets them going. I have another one that's pink-ish. That one is not such a reliable bloomer. This one absolutely is. This one is bigger, more established, so I think that's why she is more reliable. I want to have a million more, but I don't have space for them. And I will display this someplace in my hallway, and that will significantly shorten its lifespan of the blooms, but that's okay, because I want to see it. Now, let's see. I have an unboxing. I have unwrapping of some plants that didn't come in a box because they had to be hand carried to me. So I don't know which I should do first. I don't know. Let's do unboxing first, because these are some rare begonias that I got in this package. Some rare begonias. I am not well. I should not get more begonias because all of the ones that I got that were in there got root mealybugs. So we're gonna try to go around that this time because this lady does have issue with root mealybugs, but she is the only person in the country who has these begonias. So what am I gonna do? Import them from EU. These are much more expensive in the EU. Some of the begonias that I paid like $10 here are 50 in the EU. I think the choice is clear. We gotta learn how to treat those root mealybugs. So let's just unbox this, and while we're at it, let's take our eye out. I did film one more unboxing for you of the begonias, but I think I'm gonna just show them to you now. Maybe I will insert a clip of me unboxing. That video I was gonna join with the video of me recovering my begonias, which is still not in the making. They're doing much better. I think I rescued all of them. I went crazy on those begonias, and they're recovering now, and I think we are like root mealybug free, but I think one of them didn't make it. I think one of them ain't gonna make it, which is unfortunate because she was the rarest and the most expensive, but I'm just gonna get it again. No one has time to cry over plants that decided not to be survivors. Okay, so it is winter, obviously, if you didn't notice, it is winter. Clearly you need me to tell you, so this is wrapped more than it would be. And there is a gift in here. The gift is an epiccia, and I know which one because she asked me if I wanted that as a gift, if I had it, and I said absolutely I do not have it, and I absolutely do want it as a gift. So we shall see how they fared. I need to still take care of my epicias. They're doing much better than they were. They're growing. They probably need to be watered, even though you can't really see them here, but the humidity is 95 in here. So we need to water less, but that doesn't mean never, Miro, which is how I'm currently treating them. But this setup seems to be working out well, and the two begonias that I got are in there too. So I will just show that to you later. Let's leave this, because I'm gonna probably make a boo-boo. So let's just leave this on the table. Here's the box. Some soil is moving around, which is not a good sign. This lady is really, really good at packing, but only once ever in my life, and I ordered from her a million times, only once I got a broken plant. Quite recently, actually. But I did recover it. It is an epiccia that is also in here. I think I showed this to you before, but I recovered it. So I hope these are okay, because these are quite rare. Quite rare begonias. Ooh! I'm gonna totally reuse that. Like a good little hoarder. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3. Oh my gosh, I love when people send me this. I love to reuse stuff for packing. Okay, this is the epiccia. I just took a little peek. We're gonna do that last, because I wanna do the begonias first. I'm a little bit scared in my ability to grow these. The root mealybug episode did not make me more confident. I thought I was doing really well with begonias, and I really was doing really well with begonias. They were thriving, even the most rare one, and a really, really difficult one that I had, which is U012. Sometimes people call it fluovillosa, but I don't think it's that. It used to be not in this, it was in a separate, its own thing, and that one got root mealybug real bad. And I know that's how I know they come from this lady, because she was isolated from day one. So a little more care this time around. Now we know what we're dealing with, and there is a potential for a root mealybug infestation. So we're just going to be more careful. But that one was growing beautifully, and it gave me so much confidence, that begonia, that I can grow any begonia under the sun. And I was, again, for someone who's in underwater, I was doing really well with my begonias. They were doing really well. And then they all just pooped themselves. You know, they all started to look really bad, and I was like a bit suspicious, because people say begonias typically don't look good in the summer because it's way too hot. They start to kind of melt, and they look better in winter, but mine were doing the opposite, and I was like, something's fishy here. But then I found out it's not fishy, it's root mealybugshi. That didn't land. It's okay, people, if sometimes your jokes don't land. So this is a begonia, and let's just unwrap the last one, and then I'm gonna start showing them to you. I mean, one of them is not really a wishless begonia. And that's the one. Oh, she doesn't look so good. She looks kind of like a nasty little thing, doesn't she? I think she has a potential. She's not so pretty. Okay, let's unbox her. I do appreciate that it's very difficult probably to send these. She's kind of falling out of her pot. By kind of, I mean completely. So this is Begonia Sarikei. She looks decent. One leaf is kind of damaged, but the issue is she's kind of small, which, you know, is probably why she was the cheapest. Can we see her? There you go. That's the zoom on my lens. She looks very cute. I'm a little bit worried, but we're going to baby her and probably repot her to a different mix. Let's do macro unboxing since I'm here. This is the other one. These are not the smallest begonias I received, so don't worry. I mean, they're quite tiny. This one was not cheap. I shall not be disclosing the price. It was definitely not as expensive as some of my Hoyas. This is Begonia Ruthiae. But yeah, this is obviously small. The mix is falling out, you know. But this one is quite nice looking. So we will be repotting them. The Epidemicsound here. This is a gift. This is Nika something Prohlada Myatna? I don't know. I'll have to write the name. This was a gift. This is the Epidemicsound that I don't have, which, again, I really can't tell the difference. A lot of them look very similar. Okay, so that one's the gift one. I love it. Those are the begonias that I got. They are cute. They are small. We will grow them out. Don't worry. We're not going to kill anything. Since we are here, I'm gonna show you the begonias that I got last time. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. So bad. This is still, or currently my favorite episcia. This is pink satin. And my lord, my dear lord, I will like insert my reaction when I unboxed it, but still love her. Oh, this is so pretty. I can tell the difference. Pink satin. Gag. This is actually gag. Oh my goodness. Every single time I get one of these epicias, I'm like, this is the best one. And then I buy another one and I'm like, gag. This is the best one. Oh my goodness. Oh no, this is the best one for sure. Let's just show you. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. That is a work of art. Oh my gosh. I really need to get a different hobby, you know? Shut the front door to your mouth. If you say you don't like this, you are in absolute delusion or you are the most hateful person on the planet. I'm sorry. Like, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. You can't convince me that you don't see it. You can't convince me. She's beauty. I need to really like inspect her, make sure there are no root mealybugs. Love her. Let's take a look at the begonias that I got last time. Metallic black. I think this is species metallic black from potentially Borneo. I can't remember right now. Oh, this is the one that I wanted. Oh, it does not disappoint. I did expect them to be a little bit larger. This is metallic black. This one gets to be very, very, very beautiful. Oh, look at that. This one has the potential to get much darker. I don't really know what influences that with the begonia. Lower light, higher light? I don't think it's higher light. It's probably lower light. But she is still looking sexy. My light is gonna make her look a little bit reddish, I think. Which is how she appears to me too in real life, by the way. Stop focusing on my face. But I think if I was not under a grow light right now, that she would appear slightly darker. Let me see. Where is not? Oops. Yeah. I don't know if I would call this metallic black though. It's not very black. It's not very metallic either. I don't think so. Anyway, let's take a look at another one. This is species Miri, which is very close to Miro. So basically, I had to get it. This is begonia Miri, which I think it's species Miri. This one, I'm going to show you a photo of a more adult plant, but it's supposed to look much more impressive. Right now, I get that it doesn't, but like you will see, it's not my first. I actually almost didn't buy that one. This one also gets very, very beautiful, and she needs to be watered. These two need to be watered, and the episcia. So let's take a look quickly at that. She's also looking very nice. Okay. So species Miri, those are the ones that I got. I'm gonna put them all back into this terrarium, even the new ones, because I don't know if I can repot them right now, and I just want them to be in high humidity, okay? Now, let me show you what else I got. I will show you now 4 plants that I got from a shop in Hungary. They are in Budapest, and I don't think they figured out that I ordered these plants, because, you know, we do follow each other on Instagram. They are Inplanted, that is the name of the store. And they were just basically giving away plants. And by that, I mean, they had a Black Friday discount. So you did have to pay for the plants, but I will say it's a giveaway because they had like a 10, 20, and 30% discount, but like you only had to spend $50 or $60 to get 30% discount, which I gathered 2 of my friends and we were we easily made that $60 order. It was more than that, probably double than that. I think my order alone is 60. So I did try to control myself, but you will see what I got. And this was my first time ordering from them. I just really like the plants they sent me, so I'm gonna show them to you now. I didn't unwrap them. They have been with me for 2 days, and in one of my videos, you're probably gonna find out why I didn't unwrap them yet. So I'm gonna do that now. Let's start with the philodendron because he's not on theme. There is a theme. This is philodendron polypoides, which has been on my wish list. I absolutely love my philodendron tortum. So when I saw they had this and it was uber cheap, got it. It was 10, 12 bucks, something like that with the discount. And you need to help me decide if I should grow this in a hanging pot or not. They were very quick to deliver the plants, which is very good. I don't know if they sent to the entire EU. They don't send to my country, to Serbia, but these plants could be hand carried to me. Oh yeah, this one is broken. But I did expect that. Let me just unbox this. I think I'm gonna grow it hanging temporarily at least. I have my tortum hanging and I love the way that my tortum looks hanging. Insert B-roll here, Miro. But I've been thinking lately, because Fern has a really nice tortum that is not hanging, it's on a pole, and it looks really good. So I've been thinking of doing the same with mine, but I honestly don't have the space. This is currently weird looking, which is fine. I do expect this to be a little bit, you know, needs to adjust, obviously. But that leaf is gorge. It's gorge. It's gorgeous. That's what I'm saying. I love it. It is a wishlist plant, and I love the look. There were bigger ones. There was a bigger one, but that one was more expensive, so I chose this one. I hope it grows really well in like room conditions. But if you love tortum, you're probably gonna love this more. You're probably gonna love the, oh my god, look at that leaf, look at that leaf. Love you. So this is number 1. We will not grieve for the lost leaf. The next one is Epiphyllum rosy. This too, I think, I don't know if this broke in shipping or when these people were carrying this to me, but the flower did break on this one, which is a little bit unfortunate. I honestly, to be quite frank with you, did not expect them to arrive with the flower anyway. I was hoping, you know, that hope, deep hope that you have, but I was like, we're not going to be disappointed because most of the time in orchid nurseries, Paphipetalums are sold without the flower unless they're like super common. So we do not mourn the lost flower, but I will show you the flower because it is cute. So you get to see it. Maybe I will take a photo of it too. Like an artsy-fartsy photo. It's very cool. Not fragrant. I don't know if this one is supposed to be. I don't think this one is a consecutive bloomer. And the plant is very small. And to be quite honest with you, I am desiring orchids more. As you might know, I used to have a lot of them until one Phalaenopsis spread a virus. And there are multiple, this is like a sympodial orchid, so it does grow multiple orchids, and each time it grows a new orchid, that one blooms. So this is the recent one that bloomed, the smallest one. Oh, not the smallest one, the biggest one, sorry. It's very compact, so basically this does not take up space, which means I have a lot of space for a lot of these small Paphipetalums. And I honestly love that they're so tiny and the flower is quite big. That's what we want. Don't take up space, but give us all when you flower. I will need to repot this soon to a mix that I prefer. Paphipetalums are terrestrial orchids, so a little bit different mix than your Phalaenopsis. It's very healthy. It has a lot of growth, and you know, we just hope to see more new growth coming. The roots are maybe not the strongest, so we will definitely need to look into that a little bit more. I don't think they're rotten, it's just that Paphipetalums are not exceptional root growers all the time. My old ones were okay, but those were not this. I always, you know, always these small ones like Monty Ephema, they were never really exceptional root growers. So I think I will repot this to a mix that is less epiphytic. This is a lot of bark and it's quite moist. I prefer to put moss in the mix, and we will get a clear pot for this and grow it like that. So we will probably do that in the chores portion of the video, but you get to see how cute and tiny that is. And not very stable in the pot, but this is nothing to do. This is obviously, this is imported from Netherlands, and it was like 10 euros. So basically free. This one was just marked as a hybrid. There is a similar one called Blackjack. I don't think this is a Blackjack. And this one seems to be a consecutive bloomer, which I didn't know when I was buying this. There is like another flower bud coming, which I love. Well, hello everyone, it is Miro from the future. I am currently editing this video and I was just looking up what potentially this Paphipetalum could be, because it arrived as Paphipetalum hybrid, and I think it's potentially Maudie variety vinicolor, like one of the crosses or something. But anyway, I said that this is, it looks to be a sequential bloomer, and it is not. Most likely it is not. I found like a post someplace in orchid forums that sometimes this does happen with these Maudie type Paphipetalums, and I haven't experienced it before. I had, I think, 2 Maudie Ephemas and it never happened, but apparently it can happen. So that's what's happening. They will produce sometimes 2 or even 3 flowers from the same flower spike, but they're not in fact consecutive, because consecutive Paphipetalums that bloom consecutively, like this De Perle, these can go for months and months and months, you know, just pushing one after another flower, or like my Pinocchio, which is in the window, so I can't show it to you now. But that one just, I think it's actually, it still has the same flower spike that I got it with, and I got it last year or year and a half ago. So it keeps blooming from that. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to clarify that because I didn't want to give you out the wrong information. Okay, well, we Gotta get back to editing this video. Okay, bye. But this was also $10. And like, babes, $10 in the Hoya world will get you a cutting of like a Finlaysonii at best. And we know how I feel about that. I mean, come on. Even like without a discount, it's like $15. So, I'm just wondering here, I'm thinking about my choices. Yes, you can't propagate orchids. You can divide these eventually, not now, they're too small. And like, if we're looking from like the economical point of view, you know, you can eventually make your money back on orchids perhaps after like many years. It's easier to make your money back on Hoya. But these are just like absolutely, how dare you tell me? I just want to kiss you. I love you. I'm in love. I've been wanting this for such a long time, like this look. There are a couple of ones. I think there's like Black Madonna and Black Jack. I did get Black Madonna for my friend once when I was getting my Vandas, which have since passed away. Whatever. I can't remember what orchid nursery this was. I think it's whatever Equigenera was before it became Equigenera. I forget, it was many years ago. Orchidalucia, what was that? I think that's who Equigenera bought out. Anyway, what was I saying? They sent Black Madonna. I ordered it for a gift for her and she didn't know. And it was in bloom. And I swear it was the hardest gift to give. It was in bloom and you know, my Vandas were just there, you know, Vandai, they were good looking, but no flowers, which I knew. But this one was in bloom, and it wasn't supposed to be in bloom, but they did send one in bloom. And I was like, technically she doesn't know. It's in bloom, like I really want this, but I didn't get it. I mean, I sent it to her, and she was very happy. But yeah, it was one of the, you know, one of those choices in life that you make and you think, this is what is going to get me into heaven. It's that. Look at that beauty and look at those mottled leaves. I mean, excuse you. I just want to shove this orchid into your face. It's a little bit deformed, you know, the flower from the shipping, but that's normal. I just really hope that the bud makes it through, which we are not going to touch. There is a bud. There is a bud on the side. My God, the flower is actually giving me a life beyond life. Afterlife, it's giving afterlife. Another orchid from them. I just, you know, I'm so happy I got plants from these people and I'm checking their website every single day to see if they have more Piphipetalums, and they do have some that are not as interesting to me. There are some that are not in bloom and I really want them. They're like, you know, we're gonna wait with these to see how these adjust before we go absolutely insane and invest into more. This is De Perle. She has a bud, which I think this is potentially also like a consecutive bloomer. There is another bulb coming, so that is good. And this seems to be in a different mix. This is De Perle. She has really nice mottled leaves too. There is a bud here. I will insert the photo of the flower. I thought that the flower is bigger than this, to be quite honest with you. It will probably grow more, but like, I just thought it was like quite a big flower similar to those. I don't know. We'll see when it blooms how that looks like. If it makes it, there is always a chance that it will not. Gorgeous. I love the leaves. They really are giving me Maudiaphema, but bigger. Maudiaphema is really small. The leaves are not great. I mean, they're okay. I love Maudiaphema leaves. I love Maudiaphema. But Maudiaphema can be sometimes a little bit weak. She ain't the strongest. And we have one more, and this is, oh, it smells divine. The smell is absolutely divinacious. It has another spike here. This is Sherry Baby. This is from a lady I met recently, or a girl I met recently. Here she has a flower store and she helped me get a hold of this. I've been looking for years for this and it's not particularly difficult to find, but you will usually have to go to an orchid nursery for it. This is Sherry Baby, Oncidium Sherry Baby. Sherry Baby. Bye-bye. And absolutely gorgeous. It has a wonderful vanilla-y scent. It's gorgeous. It's not vanilla. It's not chocolate. It's not the one that has a fragrance like chocolates. It's, I think, Sherry Baby sweet scent or sweet fragrance. I think that's like additional info. It's really gorgeous. This is probably gonna go on my wall, maybe my wall. I don't know. I don't really know. It's gonna go someplace. These are potentially gonna go into my Ratsta. I think on the bottom. I don't know where the bigger one is gonna go. To be quite honest, the petlet, because that's big. We're gonna hang this too, so they're gonna take no space. They're basically unnoticeable in my space. It's almost as if I did not get any plants. So that is all for this haul. It's a lot, I know, it's a lot. I actually have one more plant that I think is gonna come to me very soon, and I just think I'll have to show you in a different video that plant because it's not here yet, and I kind of want this video to be done, because if I don't finish it fully today, I may never. Just like with the begonia video that I started, that unboxing, I mean, I'm gonna like add parts of it here, but I have a bad rep between me and me of not finishing videos, like recording them and leaving stuff for like a future update, and the future update never comes. Today is like Friday when I'm recording this, and in 3 days I've been obsessed with this plant for a long time, and I killed three. That's a good number. I'm trying again. Has anything changed? No. I have more light. That's the only thing that's changed. But will I be able to take care of this plant? Probably not. Was it lack of light that killed it? Nope. It was just my inability to keep it alive, but I'm gonna try one more time because I cooked up a plan on how I can make it work, potentially. Oh, you know what? I have one more plant to show you. Do I want to show you that? Do I? I got a Nepenthes. Oh my God. It's giant. I am uncontrollable. This was like 3 weeks ago, so it's fine. I walked into a flower store and it just came right at me. It attacked me and I was like, no, don't. I don't want you. And then somehow it just came out of the flower store with me. So I actually don't know what Nepenthes this is. It didn't come with a label. Some of the traps did die, which is normal. When you get a Nepenthes, expect that the pictures are gonna die. They need to adjust. Sometimes they won't, but a lot of the times they will. And these are definitely going. It's been several weeks. He's adjusting, or she, because I think this is Diana, but I'm not sure. Or maybe I just made that up. But the size of the pictures, like, look at these big, chunky bad boys. Look at that. Look at that picture. Shut up and tell me you do not want this. You want this. You want this in your hand. That. That's a good picture, you know? It's a good picture. Anyway, with that, we are signing off today. We're signing off today, and I will update you with new plants. Sorry there are no new Hoyas, but I actually don't really care that there are no new Hoyas. I have a lot of Hoya, and I'm rethinking my Hoya collection. I'm just like enjoying some of them quite less than I did, because this is bringing me so much joy compared to like a lot of my Lacunosas and a lot of the other ones that I have. I love Hoya, I still do. But there's some of them that I absolutely hate, and I need to really get my collection into, you know, under control, because I want to try some other things out, you know? But despite that, I will always be your Hoya royalty, your Hoya majesty, you know? So Do not ever forget that. Don't. We are branching out here into some other plants. One of my gesneriids is also in bloom here, which I might manage to take a photo of. I'm waiting for a better one to open. There is one bud that is open. I'm waiting for a better one, better looking bud. Not, that one is good too, but it was against the wall, so it's a little bit smashed, smushed, whatever. But anyway, have a lovely day. Have a lovely rest of the week. I don't know if I'm posting this on the weekend or a work day, but whatever it is, have a good of it. You know, have a good the rest of, you know. I will see you in the next video, and treat yourself. Treat yourself with some plants. Get on a Nepenthes. Get an orchid. Definitely get an orchid. Like, oh, come on, get an orchid. We need to get an orchid. They are absolutely stunning. I completely understand the orchid mania. I always did. I always did. I understand the mania for Nepenthes and for Hoya, and I less understand the mania for aeroids, to be quite frank with you. But yeah, I don't understand why no one is absolutely crazy. Why aren't we just fighting over these pink epicias? Why aren't we just like stabbing each other in the back to get those, more of those, you know? You know what I'm saying? Good old, like, 18th century, go in the jungle, stab someone in the back, get the plant they have, and run off with it. It was a joke. Goodbye. Goodbye. I need to shut up. I would like to thank all of my patrons for their incredible support. A massive shout out to my $5 patrons, my 2 anonymous patrons, Alex von Siebenthal, Amber Clear, Anne Margaret Moen, Angela Bernard, Angela Parrish, Anna P. and C. Aspen Drake, Betsy, Brett Noble, Connie Pagano, Daniela Danube Daniels, Dipanjali Rao, Ether W, Erin Keenan, Elena Saxon, Ellen, Farah, Ferdis Verdance, Gathering Moss, Gina Geisid, Gina Radovic, Go Green Tropical, Gross, It's Kyle, Growing Nurse, Hannah Matlin, Heather Uppenkamp, Hoji Scott, HoyaCuttings.com, Yana Griffin, Jessica Chio, Jonas Bayer, Hjort Flarson, Joshua Davis Riley, Jovan Denot, Kara, Catherine P, Casey Gross, Callie Gallagher, Kelso, Kimberly Polka, Kiwi Mochi, Christy Ehrlich, Ellen, Bergley Mooney, Lisa Mary MPLS, Lucas Erchevsky, Mandy Milliken, Marcel Har, Maria Stein, Marina Yarmolich, Mars B, Marty Miller, Mary Rose, Melissa Walker, Michelle Heron, Mirka Grun-Roos, MJW, Moa Edman, Miss Seidenhar, Nelly Yang, Nihabasu, Nicole Maroni, Nguyen, Nita Macy, Odette, PJ Plandrid, Saik Zera, Rachel Peterson, Rebecca C, Sandra Cornelius, Sharon Bone, Sophia Rian, Starla Van Lith, Stephanie H2O, Tessa Martins, Thomas Marsden, Tia B, Trista Bailey, Tristan Thomas, Wendy Rossman, Xenia Green, Youth of the Walamut, Zaira Rivera, Zordarama, and Zlokov Niponi. Also, a big thank you to my $3 patrons: Karen Kilone Constance, Daryl De Rosario, Eden Corlett, Yana, KPZ, Lindsay N, Mary H, Monica Wykers, Nella, Nerdy Kathy, Renee Church, Ringlov, Sheila Casper, Tangwa Tanasria Cool, VH, and Wendy Foreman. And a thank you to my $1 patrons: one anonymous patron, Anna Malia, Alice Borland, Andrew G, Aquila, Brandon Pacheco, Catherine Molina, Couture Helvetica, Emilia Bronson, Jolie Sullivan, Kayla Vavar, Kelly Ash, Chris Perez, Laura E. Jackson, Lauren at Tugboat Plants, Lorianne Subramaniam, Luzmin Fernandez, Marga F.V., Mary Diamond, Neely Spicer, Olivia Chin Mueller, Pacific Northwest Plant Lady, and Tracy the Eyebeller.